Next Level Mindset with another powerful and positive video, giving you 3 things they don't tell you about the 5th dimension. I'm going to share my research insights that I have on that. Make sure you stay with me on this all the way through. I've got some bonus PowerPoints, insights. By the fact that you're watching and listening to this right now, this is confirmation. And this is an early bonus point. Number 1, most people will never tell you that they've already entered into that 5th dimension. We'll talk more about that as we get into this. And the first thing most people never tell you about that 5th dimension, time and eternity takes on a whole new light. It takes on a whole new principle. Things that usually would take 10 years to happen, you can accomplish them in 5. Things that would usually take 3 months, you'll accomplish them in 1. So that's 5th dimension. It's all about the time frame. Things happen in a different way. I'm one of those Star Trek fans, right? So I like when they have the quantum physics and they talk about how you can bend space-time and you can end up from one place to the next, having a quantum leap, Stargate. I really enjoy that because it reminds me that time is not the same in that 5th dimension. And here's another thing to remember. When we talk about the 5th dimension, we're not talking about something so mysterious and far removed. We're talking about something that really is a part of every one of our lives. It is a part of the divine oneness of God. Time is not the same. Things that might take me a year to accomplish, you could probably accomplish them in 3 to 4 months. And as we begin to grow in this spiritual life, there are some goals that you will set that will usually take someone 5 to 10 years to accomplish. You can accomplish them in record time. Everything is different in that 5th dimension, but most people are not going to tell you that when it seems like it's taken a long time for your goals. I like to encourage myself not to get discouraged. In that 5th dimension, you can turn back the clock and you can gain wisdom that you probably would have lost otherwise. You can look at the past and revise that past so that your present will have you in the future with a positive mindset. I like to say we never allow our past to slow down our present, and we never let our present stop us from our positive and powerful future. You can do anything you put your mind to. So consider that. The 5th dimension, as fancy as it may seem, the thing that they don't tell you is that time works differently, in a different way. Knowing that God has all things in mind. You will find out that here at Next Level Mindset, we are spirituality based. We like to move past religious bondage into a spiritual freedom on that next level. And if you're part of the family, you already know that's how we like to do it to get it done. Next Level Mindset. That's where it's at. And it's right now, in a different way. In that 5th dimension, time is just a word. By the way, if you're new here or you've been here before and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you want to stay empowered and inspired with this family, we'd love to have you here as a part of Next Level. And the second thing they don't tell you about that 5th dimension is that manifestation is instantaneous. Things that will take a long time usually could happen overnight, just like time, right? When those things manifest, your dreams and your goals. Even though you may not see it right now in the physical world, the moment we create something, it becomes real. Manifestation is right there and right now. Being in this 3rd dimension world, in a 3D world, being used to that, it's hard sometimes to see that manifestation. It's hard sometimes to see that next level of life. Sometimes it's hard to see the reality being real in our lives. But whatever you create today, it has power. It is really already there. Manifestation is instantaneous. Think about all the digital technology that we have going on in the world. Something that may happen that may take a while to get to it. Just like sending an email, right? Doing a surf on the web. Those things happen instantaneous, even though you may not see it until later on. Even on YouTube, you can publish a video, or you can set a YouTube video, you can schedule it out to be released later and to be published later, but it's always instantaneous. It always happens right now. And so I'm learning more and more to really start to enjoy what's happening right here, to really enjoy the present moment, knowing that right here and right now is the only reality. But most people, they'll try to mystify you with the 5th dimension. They don't tell you. Things happen right here and right now. That manifestation of your goal. One of my affirmations, it says, all of my affirmations are becoming manifestations, and I am now enjoying my life on a whole new level, in a whole new way. So I know for a fact, things that don't seem like they're manifesting, those things are happening right now. That the things that God has for your life, the things that you've been planning on, you don't have to wait until it's already manifest in the physical. You can see it already there in the spiritual world. And what I found out in my life is, as we align our spirits to the life of God, that spirituality, abundance will happen. The dreams and goals that you have, they become manifestations just like that. Stepping into the fifth dimension requires a certain level of self-awareness and self-consciousness. And most people will never tell you about that fifth dimension. They will never tell you that they've already entered there, because a lot of people look at it in a strange way, right? They look at it in an esoteric way, like it's something that's different from this spiritual life that we live. One thing that I've learned is that spirituality is another level of that fifth dimension, and the fifth dimension, that level of being, is a part of the spiritual life. I would rather live it and experience it than just to talk about it. Other people can talk about what they're going to do. We talk about what we've already done. That's the next level mindset. That's where it's at. And the third thing, the next thing that I'll tell you about that fifth dimension, is that you may be already there and not even talk about it. Maybe already there and not even know it. Do you enjoy yoga? Do you enjoy nature? Maybe you're already there. So ask yourself, are you already there? Like I said earlier, a lot of times when we think about the fifth dimension, all we're really thinking about and talking about is a level of spirituality where physical things don't limit us. Our mindset, we're able to stay more on the positive than the negative. We may have a bad moment, but we'll never have a bad day, right? That fifth dimension, it eliminates all of that. You may be right there, right here, and right now. One of my affirmations says, I am the master of my fate, captain of my soul. I am the molder and shaper of my destiny. My own actions have placed me in this life where I am today, and now my actions are powerful, positive, and productive. And so when you find that your weaknesses are starting to disappear and you find that you can be strong, you're probably already there in that fifth dimension. When you find yourself rising above the things that people may say about you, the things that you think people are saying, right? It's never really them. It's really always ourselves thinking about what someone may be saying. When you're able to rise above the negativity of those around you, you're probably already in that fifth dimension. You may even find yourself having visions, different insights, knowing things even before they happen. You're probably already in that fifth dimension, living life in a brand new way. Now I've got some bonus PowerPoints that I want to share with you, but first I want to share this with you. I've got to tell you about Amazon. If you need it, Amazon probably has it. They are the host of my songs. They host my merchandise. They also host my books, Mystic Secrets of the Bible, Divorced and Still Destined for Greatness. They are the host of my channel, so check them out with the links in the description. And if you decide to buy my books on that site, leave us a review. We'd love to know that we've been a blessing to you as well. If you are enjoying the content on my channel, hit the like button, leave a comment, and let me know what stands out the most for you. And I'd love to connect with you just like that. So this first bonus point that I want to share talks about what we talked about earlier. Most people will never tell you they've entered that fifth dimension because a lot of people don't accept it. There is a certain fear of being talked about. There is a certain fear of being looked at in a different way. Most people will never accept you for who you are because they don't see the pain that you've gone through. They don't see the journey that you've traveled. I like to say they may see the shine, but they don't see the time that you put in. So never forget that. Remember that. A lot of people are afraid, like we talked about, that fear. They're afraid to even talk about that fifth dimension, to experience that level of spirituality, to break free from religious practices that we've practiced for so long. But some of us have practiced that religious traditions for so long, it's hard to break free. But a lot of people won't tell you that there's a level of spirituality that goes with it. In fact, there is a greatness within you. There's a greatness within us. And I'll talk more about those signs in this video right here coming up on the screen. I think that would be a great video for you to watch next. So check that out right now and enjoy that. Thanks again to my subscribers and returning viewers. I really appreciate you. I wouldn't be here without you. Hit the like button, share this on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't done that. Stay blessed, stay positive, never give up, always stay true. Until next time, I'll see you on the next level. Peace.